Hey folks, it's me, it's Kathleen. I'm here at Starry Eyed Farm. It's another beautiful day. Friday, May 22nd, I believe it is. Just gorgeous out. Eric's going to get the mail, and I'm out in the sunshine doing what I do with my wool. And I just washed some fleeces over here. You can see them on the racks drying in the sunshine. That one's completely washed and carded, and not carded, skirted. This is where I'm doing the skirting over in the shade. And some of the stuff has fallen to the ground, and some I put in a bag for felting here. This is the stuff I've gone through that's really nice wool. I just wanted to go over what I do. I know some people are interested, some people aren't, but it's just, if you're into texture and fiber, and you like to see this sort of stuff happening. I know you can't feel it, but enjoy it with me. It's just so spongy and so nice and soft. This is the top, the outside of the sheep. I will flip some of it over to show you what the other underside looks like. See how dark that is? So it's much darker underneath because the sun doesn't get to it. So then when this is against the animal and these tips hit the sunshine, it dyes it sort of, or bleaches it in the sun. So you get browns, you get grays, you get dark browns. Some of it, there's some that almost black, but not quite. But it's just absolutely gorgeous. And when you're working with it, see how shiny my hands are? That's lanolin, that natural stuff. My hands do look old, but you know what? They get really nice and smooth. And when I go to wash them, the water beads up because of the nice lanolin stuff inside. But this fleece is just beautiful. I'm really enjoying these. They are from Laura McGuire in Vermont. I found her through the Vermont Sheep and Wool Association, or Goat Association, and she just has these beautiful fleeces. This is a Border Leicester BFL cross, just like the one I showed to you the other day. It's almost exactly the same. For all I know, it might be, I don't know. It's not the same animal, I don't think, but maybe related. But see how we go from the lighter, and over here we get a little darker, and then we get really dark over here. It's just the colors and the textures, and it's just beautiful. So what I do basically is I take it out of the bag. People usually shear it off the animal and then they fold it. It's like one big sheet almost it comes off as, and you fold the corners in, and people usually take the really poopy stuff off, hopefully, before they put it in a bag. But there is sometimes that you find stuff that you don't want. But these ones are just beautiful. They don't somehow, I don't know why, because I don't think she coated them, but they don't get super dirty. I found this one section over here where, I don't know if you can see it, but there is some grit, kind of dirty little bits of dirt. This is really nothing. I mean, compared to some of the fleeces I've seen, this is nothing. But I put that aside just to keep that there. But this stuff has like nothing. Look at it, it's just gorgeous. But basically what I do is I go through I take the fleece out of the bag that the person gave it to me in. I unroll it onto the skirting table that I got from Rowan. And I just open it all up, and then I actually open it. I just kind of go in there and say, what's in there? Anything in there? And I just kind of pick around and find vegetable matter. And I don't want that in my yarn, so I'll just go through and I pick it out, like so. But some fleeces are so hard that it's not even worth it. My friend Louise has this thing that she's been doing. Last year, she took some really filthy fleeces from somewhere that weren't even worth saving, I guess. But she's going to use them, not for spinning, but she soaks them and washes them in some contraption that she has. And she gets the water, the dirty, dirty water that has dirt and probably manure particles and all that kind of stuff. And she saves this liquid, and she uses it to fertilize her garden, which is awesome, right? So that's what she's doing with some of the fleeces that are less than beautiful, but this one is gorgeous. But if you've got, like, somebody gave me a couple of fleeces that were really short from a dairy goat, or dairy sheep, I'm sorry, and they're just not worth saving, really. I mean, to knit with. Very dirty, hard to get clean, and really short, so hard to comb, and wouldn't be so much fun to spin. Here's a little bit of stuff, and that's what I find in a lot of fleeces, that kind of stuff, which still isn't super bad, but this one has hardly any. It's just amazingly clean. Amazing. It's just amazing, and I just love the feel of it. I'm in heaven here, if you can tell. But yeah, so I'm just going through this, and here we go. Here's something else. So when I flip it on the other side, you can find them easier, but you can look at the colors and the way the colors go, and you'll see something like this. This is a very short piece of stuff. And what that is when the person shears the sheep, sometimes they miss a piece and then they go over it again. It's called a second cut. And you don't want that in your yarn because it leaves a bump. So Charlotte, as you know, and other people do needle felting. And so I save some of these pieces, shorter pieces, maybe dirtier pieces that I can work with later if I want. But, sorry. And I save them for needle felting. But this is just gorgeous. So I just thought I'd share with you. And this is basically this one of the steps that I do. And then after we do this, we'll put it in this big blue bag. I did have some moths on my own animal's fleece that I noticed, so I started putting mothballs in the bags. So this is just a gorgeous fleece. So inside this bag, I'm going to throw about 7 mothballs, and then I'll put it aside. And then when I'm ready, I'll take it out in big bunches, put it in a bucket of really hot, soapy water, and just let it soak for about 20 minutes. And then I take it out in little bunches and rinse until the water runs clear. And then I put it on racks like I did over here with the white stuff that you can see far in the distance next to the house. So that's the beginning of my steps with the wool. And this is just beautiful weather to be doing this in. It's not super hot. It's not cold at all. And it's a little speckled sunshine here, so I'm not frying myself. And it's just wonderful. Should have videotaped what I did earlier today with Louise. I did most of the shearing of Prince. He was just so long, and he's got so much fiber. I thought he was fat. Guess what? He's not fat at all. In fact, he might be a little underweight. So yeah, I got to get under that fiber. And his fiber gets really dirty. But I am going to try my best to get it clean, because mohair is beautiful too. And you can do some wonderful things with it. So this is Kathleen Dennison signing off from Starry-Eyed Farm, Stratford, Vermont. And I hope you will join me another time for my fiber frolicking. Have a great long weekend, everybody. Bye.